Pyeongchang Olympics didn't go great for Nathan Chen.
That's the worst short program I've ever seen from Nathan Chen.
Since then, he's been almost unbeatable.
Wow.
Stunning.
Losing just once in 4 years.
This is a once-in-a-generation skater.
2 clean performances could earn him redemption. But there's no pressure like skating on Olympic ice. And then there's Chloe Kim and Shaun White, both reigning Olympic champions.
When I grow up, I want to be Chloe Kim.
Chloe is just 21, more dominant than ever.
A perfect 100!
Primed for a long run at the top.
She is on another level.
Shaun's a bit older, 35, and looking for his 4th gold medal.
Shaun White, take the gold!
For the first time in the Olympics, he's not a favorite to win. But as his competitors know, he's still Shaun White.
I've been counted out before, and I've rose to the occasion, which is always nice. I'm supposed to be in this position. I'm supposed to feel that pressure. Yeah, I might not be favorited currently, but I would definitely not count me out.
Michaela, Nathan, Chloe, Shaun. 4 names set for the starring roles in the Beijing Games.
And there is Shaun White. He's 35, but he still has the youthful enthusiasm of some of the competitors that he's going to be trying to beat.
Then the tiny 34,000-person small republic inside of Italy, San Marino, enters the opening ceremony here in Beijing. A couple of athletes. The nation's first 3 medals were won in Tokyo in the Summer Games. Still looking for that winter success, but a couple of athletes from San Marino bundled up on this cold night in Beijing.
Oh, boy.
Just imagine the pride you would feel if you were the sole athlete from your nation walking into a stadium like this, a historic Olympic stadium. Well, that's exactly what's happening for Maxim Gordeev this night. He is walking in carrying the Kyrgyzstan flag. He is also an alpine skier. Actually, Kyrgyzstan has sent Olympics people to the Olympics since 1994. They've always been skiers here at the Winter Olympics. Right beside him, Armenia, competing in every Olympic Games since '94. 6 athletes from Armenia tonight. 4 skiers, 2 figure skaters. Armenia's got a good record at the Summer Games, but not in the Winter Games. Not yet.
You mentioned it earlier, Samantha. This is the moment for many of these athletes made up with medals at these games. Athletes following them down the red will be Spain. And it says when the athletes come as they go left and right after coming down the ramp. Spain to the runs of Pyeongchang and figure skating and snowboarding. Well, has to yet have life snowboarding in the 5th. Spain. Great athletic traditions for many sports. Grand Slam singles events titles won. Spain in winter sports with 14 athletes representing their beautiful nation in these Beijing Games. It's been a while, been 30 years since a woman from Spain has won an Olympic medal. Bianca Fernandez Ochoa won bronze in slalom skiing in 1992.
We're seeing a lot of shared flag-bearing duties tonight. I always look at the choreography of that. Do you hold the flag together? Do you take turns? Give the back a break? So many choices.
Liechtenstein, a nation of less than 40,000, comes in. It's the smallest nation to ever win a Winter Olympic medal. And not just one, 10 were won. They have a couple of athletes who are competing in a sport where they want to make sure that they're prepared for their competition. So not marching here in the opening ceremony, thus a volunteer, holding the flag representing Liechtenstein. Again, the athletes are in 3 different areas of China. As we mentioned, that's where the events will play out. So there are 3 separate Olympic villages. Some come, some choose not to walk in the opening ceremony because of their competition.
And from tiny Liechtenstein to Iran with over 85 million people. Iran has a long Olympic history. First sent athletes to the Games in 1956. 2 athletes from Iran tonight. They'll be ski-clad and snowbound. Got alpine skiing. 2 athletes, skiers, as the Iranian athletes walk down. And when they take that wide shot, Mike, you really get a glimpse of the scope, and you just imagine what the athletes must be feeling. It's absolutely stunning. And they're walking down that central path. And do they look straight on to the VIP section?
They do, so they come right down that path. They are where President Spa-Francorchamps and Chinese President Xi Jinping are seated amongst the other dignitaries themselves that are there earlier. So it's a straight walk right to the leaders who are assembled and then peel out to their seats.
Hungary makes its entrance. 14 athletes. Hungary has a good record, 7 winter medals, 7 different games, looking to add to it. And they've got a formidable brother duo in the men's short track, Liu Shaolin Sandor and Liu Shaoang. They won gold in the men's relay in Pyeongchang. They're back for more in Beijing. Actually got some ties to the host country. Their father's Chinese, their mother Hungarian. And one more fact for you, Mike, to show you I did my homework. They've got a new short track teammate, John Henry Kruger, who, as you well know, actually competed for the U.S. in the last Olympics, won silver in the men's 1,000 meter, but in Beijing will compete for Hungary.
That's remember, he was one of the 1,000 meter event, taking second place, winning that silver, I should say. Short track is that one sport that you don't watch during the time in between Winter Olympic Games, but if you watch short track, something crazy is going to happen. So if you see that on the schedule, how about a few minutes, you're about to see something wild. So here's my fun fact for at least this Savannah. Despite the country's name, Iceland has never won a Winter's Games medal on ice or snow or anything. It does look right. You would figure they would have. There are 5 athletes here who are trying to change that in these games. You had mentioned the fact there is a nice change. As we watch it, a suggestion for these Tokyo Games that we saw 7 months ago. Have a male and female flag there if possible. And some of the nations have a delegation large enough to do it, some don't. But it's been a great addition. Even though it's a nation of 86,000, doesn't have an airport for the container. Spain, France, or somewhere the country, but they are regulars at the Olympics. Every Olympic Games since 1976. Athlete representing
Here comes the hockey powerhouse of Finland. The men's hockey team has made the semifinals 8 times, has earned 6 medals, never gold. But both the men and women's hockey team should go into the medals here in Beijing. And you're going to love to meet as we watch these
Green flag.
The Finnish snowboarder Renee Rinakangas, who won a bronze at last year's Worlds slopestyle. He's known for his big smile and his good attitude. But he says, look, I play in the snow all the time with my friends around the world. Why wouldn't I? Good point. Do you know which country was voted the world's happiest country for the 4th straight year, 2021, Mike Tirico?
I'm going to hope it's Finland since you're asking that.
It was smiling Renee's country.
Right. I can't get on Jeopardy on that kind of fun fact, but at least it's a good story.
I was telling you, you can become very popular as cocktail parties. Just drink these little gems.
delegations to never win an Olympics medal. They did come close just a few months ago in Tokyo, 4th place finish.
2 minute 8.716.
So we sit here in Beijing, 12,000 miles from the Chinese capital of Beijing. It is Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. Founding member of the International Olympic Committee and seeking the first Winter Games medal. Skiing, cross-country skiing representing for the Argentine athletes. Teams with the highest and lowest point in South America.
Like Argentina, Azerbaijan is seeking its first Winter Olympics medal, sending 2 figure skaters here to the Games. One of them carrying the flag from Azerbaijan tonight. Just looking ahead, we've got about 17 countries until the athletes of Team USA get to have their moment in the Spa-Francorchamps.
One of the larger delegations to watch the athletes come in. Maybe 3/4 of the 220 plus U.S. athletes set to watch.
We got a big delegation from Latvia. The most popular sport there is hockey. The men's hockey team did qualify this year, missed out in Pyeongchang. And we got to talk about the 2 rowers who are skeleton stars.
Really? Give me an off track. Look at how much time I
A
made.
decade of dominance for the greatest skeleton athletes in history. Silver and gold in Sochi, 4th in Pyeongchang. He is still searching for that elusive gold. And his brother Thomas Dukers has come very close to picking this up. So both of them will be back here in Beijing.
That's just a reminder, isn't it, Savannah, of how difficult it is to win an Olympic medal. You talk about
Wow, dude.
3 decades of dominance. Yeah, now they have the moment winning medal.
206.3. I would have been
The Olympics received at James.
right about the
Checker, right?
Another
That's
good
4.
Winter Games.
All right.
Team from Great Britain. They won 5 medals in Pyeongchang and Savannah that time. Their best ever Winter Olympic show.
Women's skeleton has taken gold in each of the last 3 games for GA. And do you know, Mike Tirico, a little quiz here, who was the last British man to win Winter Olympic gold? Don't look at your notes.
Don't look at my notes, okay? It's not skiing.
No, but
So this might be a trick question.
No.
It might be a pairs event in a sport.
Actually, you're right. It was
Okay.
Christopher Dean of Torval and Dean fame, ice dance gold in 1984. Probably one of the most famous ice dancing couples ever.
And went on to tour for quite some time after their gold medal success in Sarajevo. So I get half credit for that, I hope.
You do. Romania, about half of Romania's athletes will compete on snow, the other half on ice. Romania's only Winter Games medals in men's bobsled, that was 1968. So Romania would like to get some more current medals under its belt. So
as Romania comes down, Savannah, we see the flags recognizable for many as the country flags for so many of these delegations. Not the case.
We're on 1 to go. Right side on the restart. Pits are closed.
Rings and the colors behind it. That's the athletes from the Russian Olympic Committee. In Beijing, Russia once again competing as the Russian Olympic Committee, ROC. You'll see a lot on the screen during the games. This is the same thing as Tokyo. The name Russia and the Russian flag, the national anthem, banned as a sanction for running a sports-sponsored doping program. Russian athletes competed as the Olympic athletes from Russia in Pyeongchang. This goes back to 2014 and hosting the Sochi Winter Olympic Games.
And must mention again, Vladimir Putin is actually here tonight in this stands, the subject of intense speculation at this moment as he stands for the delegation.
Yo, good luck, everybody.
Just what his intentions are in Ukraine, hugely significant.
Good luck, guys. Let's keep it safe.
Here for the opening ceremony, I want to bring in our expert Andy Brown to talk about this relationship between President Xi Jinping and President Putin. clearly an alignment of interests here and a real message to the West.
Yeah, Putin and Xi are both authoritarians. They both want to restore their country's lost greatness. And they've been brought together by a common adversary that they believe stands in their way, the United States. Of the two, Putin is the most disruptive. He's invaded Georgia, grabbed the Crimea. Xi's tactics are far more subtle.
As we pivot back to sports with ROC, the Russian athletes keep an eye on the second week of the games on women's figure skating. Russia has a dominant team, a chance to sweep the podium with gold, silver, and bronze. 15-year-old Emilia Valieva is the favorite to win gold in the women's singles. As a matter of fact, it's so tough to make the Russian Olympic team as a women's figure skater. The gold medalist from last year is here, but as a TV commentator, she's been passed by this group of teams. Well, the next host of the Olympic Games, the opening
radio check, test 1 2, radio check, got me.
2024, wow, does that sound good? France has hosted 3 winter games, and they enter with 86 athletes.
We are going, be ready.
Represented here in Beijing.
Green flag.
I said, well, I moved my microphone finally to the other side of my desk.
Too wide, right side. No hole yet. One only. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Is there like a way to change how much it picks up? Like, I know it picks up a lot more when I stream.
That once in a lifetime on NBC,
Left side. Clear.
Oh! 6 hours of pregame, the Super Bowl itself, and then
hello?
Well, good thing you're superhuman. And speaking of, what a show of force from the nation.
Hello? Am I louder or worse? What I just did. Why is yell for it to get up?
The team to bronze wants to defend that title in Beijing, and he's such a big deal. They call it a Stoke-Mania. Even on a stage. So catch the Stoke-Mania.
Testing 1, 2. Now it's on. Testing. Hello. Can you hear me?
Take a look at Puerto Rico.
I also got
I know, but I just
Left side. Still there, door.
seems like it's at least
Clear, clear. Keep coming. Right side. Clear, clear. 2 minutes 14.7.
Give it over.
What?
Said you missed another Giga taming session before.
Oh, you want art?
Yeah. Like,
That's what I'm got it.
Delegations away from Team USA, by the way. So after that, sending athletes for 6 consecutive
but it was a failed Giga attempt. And then, well, then me, Brandon, and Matt were on. found a male 110 on the mountain.
Whoa!
Found a male 110 on the mountain near our house. We trapped it. I got so much biotoxin to make enough like shocking train guards for it. Right before that, we made like 225. We knocked it out. We had like 10 to spare. And then, well, Matt got kicked out of the game. I got a work email. So that's funny. And Brandon just, I don't know. Brandon was supposed to be on Giga watching duty, which he was not, and it woke back up. It woke back up after like 200 train guards and everything.
Left side, 2 minutes 7.545. Still there.
Jurassic World Dominion.
You're clear.
Theaters June 10. Bringing inspiration home to the team of tomorrow.
Yeah, so we wasted 225 without shocking train guards. And then conveniently Brandon had to go to a car
right side.
not long after that.
Still there.
He went and got some biotoxin. And then me and Matt knocked it out.
You're
again.
clear.
Movement is something many of us take for granted. A privilege. It can be lost, but it can also be gained. Which
The
means
eggs
things
take 31 minutes.
impossible today become possible tomorrow. We are a human movement company, and no matter who you are or where you're from, if you have the courage to start, we can help you get to wherever you need to go. And before you know it, you're on a great journey, moving from who you are to who you will become. Toyota, start
Cleaning the ocean is not a second sport.
Flowers from Helena, Alabama.
2 minutes 6.934.
Still here. I'll be back.
What?
I make my
Be careful, Jacob, mate. What the fuck, boy? What the fuck are you doing? Are you full, Jacob? Are you fucking fool?
I dare you.
What?
3 little words.
Ah, no, don't go back. No.
I can get the truth out of someone real fast.
This is embracing.
Premise is set up
I'm going to witchcraft. I'm scared. I want to go home.
beside the truck.
No way.
Always accepted the dingers. Ones who obey instead.
Right side, clear.
The ones who say, I dare you to tell me what's impossible.
2 minute 18.228.
It means soaring. Breaking ground in the open air. Accelerate when the hill gets steeper. 80 miles an hour, 50 feet in the air, all to the razor's edge. Crazy hatred surges
Nailed that ball.
fastest speed. Moments when you feel nothing but sheer joy and perfect purpose. A dare might start off as just a dare. But it can be a turning point. A moment in time that can change the course of a person's life and take them to the greatest stages the world has to offer. Team USA has arrived at the Olympics. Try not to watch. Try not to be inspired. Try not to be proud.
Senior newest Olympic champion is now the golden champ. Oh my goodness. It's not just a medal, it's the gold alone in 2 different sports. She's done
Go ahead. I dare you.
And as we continue with the great nations, the Americans wait for them. Kazakhstan gets its moment. As a matter of fact, at this moment, we could be in Almaty, Kazakhstan, the largest city there, because when the vote was held for these games 7 years ago, it's been European cities felt all of the big
2 minute 9.055.
Beijing, and the vote was 44 to 40. It was very close. So 2 or 3 votes different than in Kazakhstan. Obviously, that's a country that has been under violent demonstrations and some significant issues with protests. As fuel prices were shut down. So, talking about the geopolitics of the Olympics, the world, how things change. That's something they envisioned 7 years ago. They were finalists competing for these games. 34 athletes in these games.
Well, the nation of Kosovo sends 2 athletes tonight.
USA is up
Kosovo
in
made its Winter Olympics debut 4 years ago in Pyeongchang.
after
Pyeongchang, I'll be hearing him now. He actually was in 4 different events in Pyeongchang and one of the 2 alpine skiers representing Kosovo here. And here comes Mo.
USA is in there.
Team USA now. Bulgaria won its only Winter Games gold in biathlon. That was back in 1998 in Nagano. They've got 16 athletes here in Beijing.
Right side. Still there at your door. Clear him.
Different states, 220 horsepower. Representatives of the United States of America.
Hello? Do you hear me this whole time, or?
Our flag bearers are
Oh,
Mike,
you
John
just
Schuster,
completely
and
ignore me.
Whitney Moe. John, it's Mike Tirico here in the stadium. Can you hear me?
USA.
How many athletes?
2 minute 8.444.
What does it look like from down there, John?
Oh my god. Leading this amazing
Right next to John there, Whitney Moe. Now, of course, box setter Alana Myers-Taylor is officially the flag bearer here, but she tested positive for COVID on Saturday. She can't march. Speed skater Whitney Moe is doing the honor. She got the second highest number of those. Brittany, just tell us what it is like to be walking those
Up on my left.
Picture of your family watching. It's one of the great moments of our Olympic week here, as we got to see the reaction as your son. We see
Thanks, dude.
the kids there, the whole family, including your family as well.
Yeah.
On the screen. John, I'm not sure if you saw the video of your son holding the flag. It's like his third grade class, and you were the flag bearer for Team USA.
This reminds me of my first Olympics. We walked around the loop. At the very end of it, we fought all around the my kids to get to see this through that cool.
That's awesome, John. Congratulations to both of you on the honor, and we look forward to watching you both compete in these games.
Pass from the left tail. Pass from the right, got it.
That actually, and also quite courageous to bare the skin in these temps. How cold is it?
It is in the 20s.
2 minutes 8.561.
Toga, special finely woven mat, decorated with red feathers.
Well, he wears it well, and here comes the U.S. Virgin Islands. One athlete is Katie Tannenbaum in skeleton.
We're going to be here in a little bit, bud.
Are you fucking serious, mate? You idiot.
Thailand comes in for athletes representing Thailand. First competed in the Winter Olympics, gosh, 20 years ago, 2002. Thailand did well in the Summer Games. 2 medals, Taekwondo and boxing. Hasn't gotten to a winter.
Pass from the right thing.
Recognizable orange on the Netherlands. 41 athletes. He had loose. Won 2 gold medals in Pyeongchang, one of the 2 holding the flag. Super in speed skating, the Dutch won 130 Winter Games medals. 126 of those 130 in long and short track speed skating, and they will be a huge factor yet again. Dutch and their march of blue take place, and the red, white, blue of the United States settling in here in Beijing.
Thanks for bringing me with you guys today.
Not a problem. Hey, you two. Check out all these camera views in my Silverado. I can see in front of me, behind me, either side of me, and it has this cam, so I can see if there's any funny business. You see any funny business? Have a great day. Chevy Silverado.
2 minutes 7.907.
Find new roads, Chevrolet.
The hell are you supposed to be?
This guy's hilarious.
Wow, it really turned out great.
Yeah, and with the money we saved with Navy Federal Credit Union, it was practically free.
You know, I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
Navy Federal Credit. Our members, our mission.
How'd that end up? What? How'd that go for you?
It's not time to escape. Engage. It's time to plant more trees. rocket science.
White flag this time.
It's right here.
Minute 8:21:02.
1994. And we'll do so again here in Beijing. 9 athletes. Now it's earned 40 medals in the Summer Olympics. Done very well. Never medal in winter. But my guys just keep thinking, you know, the Atlanta Braves won the World Series. The University of Georgia won the college football national title. Could this be Georgia's year? I know, different Georgia, but just a thought.
Sweet sound. Georgia and your mom together.
Slow on the right.
The 3 athletes from Colombia make their entrance. You know, Colombia is excellent in inline skating, and a lot of athletes there have actually tried to make that conversion from roller skating to speed skating. In Pyeongchang, actually, Colombia became the first South American country to compete in speed skating, and they'll do it again in Beijing. Got a speed skater as well as athletes in alpine skiing and cross country skiing.
I march for fashion and function.
Looks cozy. You should borrow one.
I was going to say, to get half an extra, send it over. Here's Trinidad and Tobago, the 4th ever Winter Games, but it's been a while to go back to the Olympics. First time in 20 years the country is represented. Roger Romano props that in honor of carrying the flag.
Man, that was so much fun.
Bro, that was a ripper. Nice race, Hill. Good race, guys.
It was my first race in these cars at this place. Man, you guys were a lot of fun to race. Awesome job, guys.
The 2018 Winter Games in Pyeongchang, but will make a return here in these Beijing Games. Delegations about 2/3 the way through.
Check your flag.
As they come in, march around, take their place in the stands.
Man, that was a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. Really good job on the racetrack, man. Really proud of everybody. You guys worked your butts off today. Even you up there, Earl.
And now Ireland seeking a first Winter Games medal. Very close call. 20 years ago, the 2002 Games, 4th in men's skeleton. 6 athletes representing Ireland. Wilson Desmond, woman involved in luge, will be holding the flag along with Brandon Newby, who's in freestyle skiing. Freestyle skiing venues in Jeonju-do, about 100 miles or so from here. Some of the new venues built for this game, areas that did not have a lot of skiing hills or ski opportunities. A small ski village has sprouted up there. We had a chance to visit because that's going from inside of our bubble into another bubble. And the venues will be very enjoyable for the athletes.
They didn't have a lot of snow either, did they, Mike? But they do now. And actually, I'm glad you mentioned freestyle skiing because Estonia enters. And despite the fact that that nation has no mountains, they've got a real star and contender in freestyle skier Kelly Sildaru, who carries the flag tonight along with her teammate. Now, she had to miss Pyeongchang because of a knee injury, but she's going to be in 3 events here: big air, half pipe, and slope style. And happy birthday, Kelly. She's going to turn 20 while here.
Weird. Like, there's nothing. I didn't even hit a curb or nothing.
Haiti makes its Winter Olympic debut in Beijing. All the more impressive for just the hardships that country has had to endure. And the athlete making it happen, 19-year-old alpine skier Richardson Viano, finished 35th in giant slalom in last year's Worlds. He was actually adopted from a Haitian orphanage in Prix and was raised in France. Grew up skiing in the Alps. An Italian couple brought him up and introduced him to skiing.
Big delegation here in the Czech Republic. 116 athletes represented in many sports, but there's one athlete that sticks out. It's Esther Ledecka. She is back. Don't know if you remember Pyeongchang, she pulled off one of the biggest surprises in Olympics history. She won the women's Super G alpine skiing. That was an event she wasn't expected to contend in. But a week later, she won gold in the one we thought she'd have a chance in snowboarding. So Ledecka became the first woman to win 2 gold medals at the same Winter Olympics in 2 different sports. And she's back for more. Who knows if she can repeat that remarkable double. But just one of the stories with the athletes from the Czech Republic.
Those are the stories that keep us tuning in time after time at the Olympics. The surprises and the moments that people reach their potential. The energy is just irresistible. The Philippines make their entrance. Just one athlete. It's alpine skier Asa Miller, who actually was born in Portland, Oregon. The flag bearer back in 2018. Finished 70th in Pyeongchang in giant slalom. And I'm glad we're talking skiing because we are delighted to be joined here in the studio with Lindsey Vonn, who needs no introduction, but is of course a legend, an Olympian, a medalist many times over. But I want to ask you first, Lindsey, to bring us down right to this moment and what it was like as an athlete to walk in an opening ceremony at the Olympics.
It's such a nerve-wracking event. I mean, that's really the first time you're walking out onto the world stage as an Olympian representing your country. And I remember in Salt Lake in 2002, I was more nervous to walk in the opening ceremonies than I was to compete. It's such an honor, and there's so much weight on your shoulders in that one moment.
We watched the athletes of Slovenia make their entrance. They've got 44, a big delegation there. Lindsey, it's a difficult question for some athletes as well, whether to walk in the opening ceremony. Of course, you'd want to do it, but sometimes the competitions are too close. Sometimes it might be too cold, and you might be worried about the conditioning.
Yeah, I actually only walked in my first and my last Olympic opening ceremony because of that exact reason. You know, you're cold, you're standing out there for hours on end, and it's really not the best way to prepare for your competition. So it's actually a difficult decision for these athletes to decide to walk in the opening ceremony.
Lindsey, we have the next country coming in here, and it's Slovakia. And if they have a star athlete, it's Petra Vlhova, who is the chief yet friendly rival of Michaela Schifrin. I want to ask you about the American skier. Michaela, you've been in that position where it's a big Olympics, there's a big buildup, you're expected to do well. Your thoughts on what Michaela must be going through as she gets set to start her Olympic program?
Well, I mean, she's coming into these games having skied incredibly well in pretty much every discipline. She obviously has that huge rivalry with Petra, but she is in a position to win medals in every event that she competes. Really, now it's just a management of schedule, and if she has the energy to be able to compete in all 5.
Lindsey's going to hang out with us as we continue to watch these countries walk down through what they call the gates of China and the window of China. That's the entrance that they're making, a way to welcome the nation to Beijing. The athletes of Portugal have arrived. 3 athletes, 2 in alpine skiing, 1 in cross-country skiing. Carrying their flag tonight.
Circuit de Spa.
Okay.
Spa.
You don't want to get too close to that flag bearer.
Aggressive flag bearer, beware.
One way to keep warm.
Yeah, look at the
Did you
US
switch to the
athletes about 20 minutes or so ago. Shaun White leading the group. Got some experience there. Youth, the excitement of that moment for the U.S. athletes as they watch South Korea come in. The last Winter Games host, when they marched into the opening ceremony as a unified group, North and South Korea, I'll never forget it. It felt like a landmark moment, and it was. However, the two nations are separate still. North Korea is not here competing in these games, banned by the IOC after they pulled out of the Tokyo Games. As for the athletes from South Korea that are here, very strong showing.
North Korea is
medals
banned
in their home games in 2018. They'll be tough to match this year, but represented by 62 athletes.
And Lee Sung-ho, the snowboarder who became a real celebrity, he's back
South Korea is
in
always
Beijing
good
after
at
his triumph in Pyeongchang.
Here's Montenegro, 4th Winter Games for Montenegro as an independent nation. 3 athletes points here for the country that previously competed as Yugoslavia and later Serbia and Montenegro.
Chile, which has become a real skiing destination in the